Man up. There's a moment in every man's life where the mirror starts talking back, not with words, but with reflection, that cold, silent truth staring at you every morning. You either face it or you flinch. Man up ain't about testosterone, ego, or pretending you're tough. It's about accountability. It's about waking up, looking your pain in the eye, and saying, let's go another round. You think manning up is about muscles. Nah, it's about mentality. It's about doing what's hard, what's uncomfortable, what's necessary, even when nobody's watching, clapping, or coming to save you. You think you're tired, you haven't even scratched the surface. You think you've done enough, you're lying to yourself. Every time you quit, justify your weakness or blame the world. You give away power that could have built an empire. The world is full of people pointing fingers. My dad wasn't around. I didn't have the resources. I wasn't born for this. Listen, life ain't fair, that's the point. The battlefield isn't out there, it's in your head. If your mind ain't right, nothing else will be. If you want to man up, then stop looking for shortcuts. Get brutally honest. Ask yourself, what version of me am I tolerating? Man up means standing tall when everything around you screams collapse. It means doing more than your job, more than your share, more than what's expected, because you OWN your mission. Pain, it's not your enemy, it's your invitation to level up. Failure, that's tuition. Suffering, that's the rite of passage. Nobody is coming. No one's going to knock on your door and drag you out of bed. There's no applause for doing what you're supposed to do. You're not a child. This isn't preschool. This is WAR, and if you don't want to bleed, don't pick up the sword. Man up means be your own motivation, be your own backup, be your own rescue team. Let your pain turn into purpose. Let your failures become your resume. Build that body, sharpen that mind, kill that weakness, demand greatness from yourself. Not once, not sometimes, but every damn day. Stop living soft, get uncomfortable, and man the hell up. Stop negotiating with weakness every day you wake up. There's a negotiation taking place inside your head. One side wants greatness, the other side wants comfort, and most people, most average, soft, excuse-making people, they lose that negotiation before their feet hit the floor. Why? Because they entertain weakness. They don't shut it down, they bargain with it, they reason with it, and every time you entertain weakness, you lose a piece of your power. Let's be honest, weakness is seductive. It whispers to you in a voice that sounds like compassion. You need rest. You're not ready. Take it slow. You're already doing more than most. It will tell you that you're being smart, even responsible, but make no mistake, weakness is a liar. It wants you comfortable, quiet, and compliant. It wants you living at 40% when you've got 100% inside you. The second you start negotiating with it, you're already losing ground. The truth is simple but brutal. The more you give in to weakness, the more it owns you. And once weakness owns you, you don't get to choose your life anymore. Your emotions do, your excuses do, your softness does. You've got to draw a line, burn the boats, cut off the option to give in. No negotiations, no meetings with the committee of excuses, just action when the alarm clock goes off at 4:30 a.m. and your body says, no way. That's not your body talking. It's weakness. And when you hit snooze, you just signed a contract with it. You gave it permission to win. You trained it to believe it has power, but here's the truth. You teach your body and your mind how to respond by what you allow. If you let weakness win today, it gets stronger tomorrow. You want to build something worth respecting. You want to stand for something in this soft, padded hand-holding world. Then you've got to declare war on weakness. No more talks, no more deals, just discipline. Discipline is the antidote. It's the execution of action when you don't feel like it, when you're tired, when you're hurting, when you're broken, and you do it anyway. Discipline says, I don't care what the weather is, I run. Discipline says, I don't care what the scale says, I eat clean. Discipline says, I don't care how hard it is, I show up. Discipline doesn't need motivation. It doesn't need applause. It needs one thing, a decision. And once that decision is made, you move, period. Most people don't move because they've made it a habit to question everything. Should I? What if I fail? What if it's too much? That's weakness whispering again. You want to kill that voice, then stop debating it. Don't give it the dignity of a discussion. Replace it with action so fast and so hard that weakness doesn't even get a chance to speak. You think hyper. Formers feel like going every day? Hell no. They've just built the muscle of moving without the permission of their emotions. That's the difference between a killer and a quitter. One obeys emotion, the other obeys mission, and the mission is non-negotiable. Here's the real: you'll never achieve anything meaningful while negotiating with weakness. You'll never become the person you were born to be if you keep making deals with the devil of your own comfort. Comfort is the enemy of greatness. It will wrap you in a blanket of mediocrity while your dreams rot in the back of your mind. So today, right now, draw that line. Tell yourself, no more negotiations, no more excuses, no more deals with weakness. You do what must be done. You stop asking how you feel. You start commanding what you do. This is where men are made. This is where warriors rise. Kill the negotiations, silence the excuses, and take full control of your destiny. Pain is the passport to power. Let's make something clear. You don't grow in the sunshine. You grow in the storm. You don't build power in peace. You build it in pain, but most people are allergic to pain. They run from it like it's fire, and that's why they stay weak. That's why they never level up. They don't realize that pain is the passport to power. Everyone wants the rewards, the strength, the recognition, the respect, but they don't want the process. They don't want the pain. They want shortcuts. They want hacks. They want soft mornings and easy wins, but life doesn't work like that. This world is built on pain. It's built on suffering, and the ones who embrace it, who lean into it, those are the ones who get power. Look at any strong man, any savage, any unbreakable human, and behind that toughness is a history of pain. Pain they didn't run from, pain they endured, absorbed, and converted into fuel. They didn't numb it. They didn't complain. They didn't wait for it to pass. They took it, owned it, used it. Pain is a test. It's life's way of asking, do you really want this? Most people fail that test because they don't understand what pain really is. Pain is not punishment. Pain is opportunity. It's feedback. It's your body, your mind, your soul telling you, here's where you grow, right here, right now. You want to build endurance. Pain. You want to become disciplined. Pain, you want to transform your life. Pain, there's no other way. There never has been. There never will be. But here's what separates the elite from the average. The elite chase pain. They hunt it. They go looking for the edge, the limit, the threshold. And when they find it, they smile, because they know this is where evolution happens. They know this is where the weak fall off and the strong rise. Think about it, a muscle doesn't grow unless it's torn first. You want bigger arms, you've got to break them down. You want a stronger mind, you've got to suffer. Emotional strength doesn't come from comfort. It comes from breaking, rebuilding, bleeding, healing, and doing it over and over again. Stop asking for an easier life. Start demanding more from yourself. Embrace the pain. That's the key. That's the currency. You pay your dues in discomfort, and the more pain you're willing to endure, the more unstoppable you become. But most people, they tap out early. The second they get tired, the second it burns, the second they feel pressure, they fold. They don't know that greatness is on the other side of that suffering. They don't know that pain is the passport to the places they dream about. You've got to flip the script. When pain shows up, you don't flinch. You lean in. You say, good, let's go. You learn to get comfortable being uncomfortable. You rewire your brain to crave the challenge. That's the shift. That's the difference between average and absolute savage. Here's what happens when you embrace pain. Your tolerance increases, your confidence rises, your identity changes, because now you're not the guy who runs. You're the guy who stays in the fire, the guy who finishes the set. Who runs the extra mile, who doesn't flinch when life hits. Pain teaches you everything comfort never will. Pain teaches you who you are. Pain teaches you who you're not. Pain is the forge. It's where boys become men. Where men become warriors, where warriors become legends. So when pain knocks on your door, don't hide, don't play the victim, don't ask why me. Instead say, let's go. Say, I'm built for this. Say, this is the price I pay for power. Because once you stop fearing pain, you start owning your potential. Nobody is coming own everything. You've been lied to your whole life, lied to by teachers, lied to by society, lied to by your own damn mind. They told you someone would come, that help was on the way, that if you fall hard enough, loud enough, long enough, someone will hear you, someone will pick you up. No one is coming. Let that sink in. No cavalry, no mentor, no lucky break, no magic moment. You're not owed a second chance. You're not entitled to a thing. If you're waiting for someone to come save you, you're already dead, and every second you spend hoping for rescue, you lose the power to rescue yourself. Here's the truth no one wants to hear. You are the problem and you are the solution. Period. The day you accept that is the day you take your first real breath as a man. The day you realize no one's fixing your body, no one's cleaning up your past, no one's doing your reps, no one's dragging you to discipline. That's the day you become free, because now it's all on you. And that's the most powerful place to be. Own it all. Own your laziness, own your failures, own your lies, own your losses. Every moment you've ever quit, cheated, blamed, hid, or played small, own it. Not to shame yourself, but to sharpen yourself. That's where growth lives, in the mirror, not on Instagram, not in the comfort of your excuses. In the damn mirror, where it's just you and the truth. People love to point fingers. My childhood messed me up, my environment is toxic, I didn't have the support. Maybe that's all true, maybe life did deal you a dirty hand, but guess what? It's still your responsibility to play it. Because while you're crying about what you didn't get, someone else with less is building something with it. Responsibility is power. The second you own it all is the second you become unstoppable. When it's your fault, it's your fight. And when it's your fight, you stop waiting, you start creating, you start building, you start moving. You've got a choice. Keep blaming and stay broken, or own everything and get brutal, raw, real progress. This mindset, it's not glamorous, it's not inspirational, it doesn't come with soft quotes and background music. It's grimy, it's savage, it's lonely, but it works. You want to change, take extreme ownership of every damn thing in your life. Start asking, where am I soft? Where am I slacking? Where am I lying to myself? And then go fix it. Not tomorrow, not when it's convenient, now. Start with your body, then your habits, then your thoughts. Stack your wins, earn your confidence, not by talking, by doing. When you start owning your life, you stop giving away power. Nobody gets to control your day, your outcome, your path. It's yours, and it's on you to shape it, no matter what comes. Most people will never get this. They'll wait their whole life for the stars to align, for the perfect job, the perfect partner, the perfect circumstances, and they'll die waiting. But not you. You're done waiting. You're done hoping, you're done fantasizing, nobody is coming. So become the one who shows up for yourself, for your future, for your legacy. Pick yourself up off the floor, wipe the blood, fix your mindset. Forge your discipline, burn the victim card, be the one who handles it. Be the one who takes the weight, be the one who builds it brick by brick. Because at the end of the day, it's not what happens to you, it's what you do with it. And if you're not doing everything in your power to build the life you want, then don't cry about the one you're stuck with. Own your damn life, ready for the next one. Lead yourself first. Everybody wants to be a leader. Everybody wants to be the guy in front, the guy people look up to, the guy getting praise, but nobody wants the responsibility. Nobody wants the discipline. Nobody wants to pay the price before you lead others. You better learn to lead yourself. Let's get one thing straight. If you can't get yourself out of bed in the morning, you've got no business telling anyone else what to do. If you can't keep your own promises, if you can't build your own habits, if you can't control your own mind, then why would anyone follow you? You want to be respected? Start by respecting your own word. You say you're gonna train. You say you're gonna eat clean. You say you're gonna show up. Show the hell up, not when it's easy. Not when you're motivated. Every damn time, the world is filled with loud voices and empty actions. Everyone talks, everyone posts, everyone flexes motivation. But when it's dark, when it's lonely, when there's no audience, only a few move. Only a few execute. Why? Because they've mastered the art of self-leadership. Self-leadership is waking up and doing what has to be done without needing a cheerleader, without needing applause, without needing validation. It's you, your mission, and your will to execute on repeat every single day. That's the foundation, that's the core. If you're undisciplined, you're dangerous, not in a good way, in a way that hurts others. You make commitments and break them. You talk big and move small. You let emotions drive the car and you crash every time. A man who can't lead himself is a liability to everyone around him. He spreads chaos, not order. Weakness, not strength. Excuses, not action. Start with your day. What time are you waking up? How are you fueling your body? What are you feeding your mind? How much time are you wasting? Are you building habits or excuses? Because whether you realize it or not, you are always leading. The only question is, where are you leading yourself to? If you're leading yourself into laziness, distraction, and self-pity, then don't expect life to reward you. If you're not putting in reps with discipline, consistency, and sacrifice, then don't complain when life punches you in the face. You trained for it. You prepared for it. With every skipped rep, every ignored task, every compromise. Leadership starts in private. It starts when nobody's watching. It starts when you're tired, unmotivated, beat down, and you move anyway. You rise anyway. You perform anyway. You want to be the kind of man others can count on. Then become the kind of man you can count on. Be your own example. Be your own standard. Be your own accountability. And don't just try. Commit. Trying is a weak word. It's a pre-built excuse for failure. Leaders don't try. They execute. They take responsibility for outcomes. When they fall short, they don't point fingers. They point inward. They fix it. They rise. That's what leadership looks like. Self-leadership also means being brutally honest with yourself. Where are you falling short? Where are you still soft? Where are you slacking and pretending it's balance? Call it out. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't justify it. Fix it. If your standards are low in private, your results will be low in public. Period. No exceptions. You can't fake leadership. You either live it or you don't. And if you can't lead yourself with discipline, with grit, with fire, then nobody's following you anywhere worth going. So here's the challenge. Stop outsourcing your motivation. Stop waiting for someone to push you. Stop needing permission to be excellent. Wake up every day and command it from yourself. Wake up every day and say, this is who I am. This is what I do, no matter what. That's how you lead yourself. That's how you earn the right to lead others, not with words, not with titles, but with actions, with example, with relentless consistency. Lead yourself first. Lead yourself ruthlessly. Lead yourself until the man in the mirror salutes you. Then and only then can you lead anyone else. Stay hard when it's hard. Stay hard when it's hard. Everyone looks tough when it's easy. Everyone talks big when the sun is shining and the plan is working. But what happens when it all falls apart, when you're tired, broken, defeated, and alone? Can you still move? Can you still push? Can you still stay hard when it's hard? That's the test. Not when you're comfortable. Not when the cameras are rolling. Not when everything's smooth. The real test is when life strips you down and punches you in the face. When your mind says quit. When your body screams no more. That's when your real self shows up. Too many people are situationally tough. They're disciplined only when the circumstances are perfect. But life doesn't give a damn about your conditions. It doesn't care if you're tired. It doesn't care if it's raining, if you're broke, if you feel like quitting. Life keeps swinging, so you better get hard and you better stay hard. Staying hard is a decision. It's not about how you feel, it's about what you do. It's about choosing grit over comfort, choosing fight over flight, choosing discipline over emotion. Every single time, you've got to understand something. Your emotions are liars. Your feelings are soft. They will try to convince you that you've done enough, that it's okay to stop, that nobody would blame you. That's weakness disguised as logic. That's comfort pretending to be reason. If you listen to that voice, you'll lose every time. Staying hard means pushing through when everything in your system says stop. It means bleeding in silence. It means crawling when you can't walk and walking when you can't run. It means looking adversity in the face and saying, you will not break me. And here's the truth. Adversity is coming whether you're ready or not. Life is gonna test you. People are gonna betray you. Plans are gonna fall through. Your body will fail. You'll get hit with fear, pain, doubt, loss. And if you're not forged in fire, you'll fold. But if you've built yourself through suffering, if you've trained your mind under pressure, if you've stacked the hard days like armor, you won't bend, you won't break, you'll keep moving. Most people crumble under pressure because they've never trained for it. They've never suffered on purpose. They've never gone out looking for the edge. So when pain hits them, it's a shock. They panic, they break. But the ones who stay hard, they live on the edge. They thrive in pain. They make adversity their gym. Understand this. Staying hard doesn't mean being emotionless. It means not being owned by your emotions. It means controlling the storm inside you. It means knowing the mission comes first. Your feelings can scream all they want. You still execute. That's power. That's real toughness. And staying hard isn't a one-time thing. It's not a mood. It's a lifestyle. It's waking up every day ready to grind, no matter what the day throws at you. It's being prepared for war, inside and out. It's training when you're exhausted. It's being disciplined when no one's watching. It's keeping your word when nobody remembers but you, when life hits you. And it will. You've got two choices: fall apart like everyone else. Stay hard and move forward anyway. Choice 1 leads to regret, to weakness, to mediocrity. Choice 2 leads to power, to growth, to becoming something unbreakable. You want to stand out. You want to be respected. You want to be unstoppable. Then do what others won't. Stay hard when it's easy. Stay hard when it's boring. And especially, stay hard when it's hard. That's when it counts. That's when it's real. So ask yourself, when life breaks down, do I break with it? When nothing goes right, do I still show up when I'm scared, tired, overwhelmed? Can I still execute? If the answer is no, fix it. Get stronger, get grittier, get harder. Train it daily, own it fully. Because no matter what happens, your job is to rise, to endure, to adapt, and to never ever quit. Stay hard, especially when it's hard. A man up this life doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't care about your story, your trauma, your opinions, or how unfair it all feels. It only respects action. It only responds to effort. So here's the bottom line: man up. That doesn't mean puffing your chest or running your mouth. It means putting your life on your back and owning every damn inch of it. It means cutting the safety net. It means being your own backup plan, your own motivation, your own savage. You want power, you want strength, you want peace, earn it, bleed for it, hurt for it. Show up every single day and fight for it. There are no secrets here, no hacks, just pain, discipline, and a brutal level of self-accountability. You stop negotiating with weakness. You welcome the pain. You take full ownership. No blaming, no whining, no tapping out. You lead yourself when nobody's watching, and when it all goes to hell, when you're left with nothing but pressure and pain, you stand tall. You want to know what separates lions from sheep. One word: choice. The lion chooses to hunt. The lion chooses discomfort. The lion chooses discipline. And sheep, they wait to be led. They wait for easy. They wait for life to change. Man up means you stop waiting. It means you become the damn lion. This isn't motivation. This is a wake-up call. You either build a legacy of power and purpose, or you die average, full of regret. You either man up now, or you stay soft and stay stuck. So burn the excuses. Kill the doubt. Step into the fire, and no matter how long it takes, no matter how brutal it gets, no matter how alone you feel, you keep going, you stay hard, you man up. Now get to work.